Afternoon, VC. Dave here. It started raining here in Charlotte on Thursday. Today is Sunday. It's still raining solid. It hasn't stopped. The prognosis for this week is no bueno. And today happens to be the Daytona 500, of which they got 15 laps in, decided they were going to wreck half the field, and then it started pouring on them. And I tell you, I must be the only human that listens to free jazz and is into NASCAR. I must be of alien descent or something. In any case, I've got time here now with no race on to show some records. I've spun a few of these today. Good mix of things, and we'll get into it. So I got a couple Helden records from Permanent, and this one is Helden's first record from 1974. This is an 09 reissue on Wawa Records, which is a label and store out of Barcelona, Spain. It does an amazing job with their reissues. And this is Electronique Guerrilla. And this, of course, is Richard Pinhas, the brilliant guitarist and electronic musician from France. And wow, Northern Land Lady on the first side I love, but the opening cut on the second side, it sounds like Lungfish meets electronics meets psych. It's just absolutely brilliant song with French vocals that are kind of like if Daniel Higgs was singing in French. This is fantastic record. The electronic stuff is pretty repetitive, but done very well. Yeah, happy to find this. Been on my want list for a long time, and it came with a bonus 7-inch. And this is one of the coolest things I've ever gotten with a record. This is the 7-inch from Pinhas's project prior, Schizo, from 72. And they only had two 7-inches on the Disjuncta label, which was Pinhas's label. And this is heavy psych rock. And I know all you psych people out there with all your psych channels, and that's all you show and care about. If you don't have this, then you've been fucking up. This is killer heavy psych. Fantastic. I don't, yeah. Love that. And those two 7-inches are extremely hard to get, expensive, and they combine both of them on this. So yeah, the Schizo and the Little Girl 7-inch and the Le Voyageur, both on here. That's getting a lot of spins. That's great stuff. And then I also got the reissue of Helden Stand By, and I think it's a full album. This is probably my second favorite Helden record behind the second album. This I think was originally on Egg label from '79. This is a reissue on a French label, Souffle Continue Records. This one's also done very well. The Helden's on Delicious Black, as Sam would say. This has a nice insert here, and really cool. And this is on a really nice piece of wax with nice everything. This is cool blue color. Nice sleeve, anti-static sleeve. And this record is just, the first song, Bolero, takes up the whole first side, and it's in 8 parts. And it's almost, it does kind of build. The electronics and the guitar. But the second side, man, this just turns into a rock record. By the end, it sounds like Pelican almost. It's crazy. And this stuff is from the 70s. So ahead of its time. Both these albums way ahead of their time, as far as I'm concerned. And Richard Pinhas is one of my favorite guitarists, and I got to give credit to Alex at Motor 247. He did a Helden video a long time ago. I suggest going back through Alex's videos and finding that, because I think he's got the entire collection just about, and had great description on the music. And yeah, I'm hooked. Anything I see from Helden, I am picking up. True genius. Next, I got a few jazz records here, of course. One that just has never gotten into my hand. Oddly enough, McCoy Tyner Trident, the Milestone label. Pretty common, but I've just never run across it till now. And a lineup that includes Ron Carter and Elvin Jones to make up just one hell of a dynamic trio. More great modal, fantastic stuff. Orrin Keep News on production. Yeah, this was from '75. Yeah, they're just chilling there, hanging out. That's how it was in the '70s. Fantastic. McCoy Tyner, piano. Sticking with pianists, the great Mel Waldron. This with the Steve Lacy Quintet. This on the America label from France, original, and yeah, fantastic. Free. Mel Waldron wrote the sidelong piece on side A, VO, and then on side B you have two cuts written by the great horn player Steve Lacy. On the alto on this, I'm not familiar with most of the other musicians. I do know Steve Potts, also on alto, but this was a cool find. These America label albums out of France don't pop up too much. And then this record, this is a genius record as well. Henry Threadgill, X75 Volume 1. This is on the Arista Novus label, and another one that just you never see. And look at this group, very large group. Some great players here with him. Joseph Jarman on soprano. Really dig Joseph Jarman. Yeah, you've got Rufus Reed on bass, Fred Hopkins also on the bass. Of course, Henry on alto. And this is a great. Very stoked to find that. What year was that? Oh God. 70s, late 70s, 79 on that. And then the first record I've gotten from Jan Garbarek. I've run across his records a ton and just never dove in. Now I'm in trouble because I really dig this. This is on ECM Triptychon. This is an original German press. Oh God, what year was this? Oh, 72. Recorded in Oslo, Norway, and this sounds remarkable. The first side is more avant playing, a little more straight ahead with the sax, while the bass, and because it's a trio, the bass and the drums tend to be more free on the first side. The second side, it's Jan goes full free. Yeah, it gets out there at times on the B side, pretty intense. More sparse on the A side with the avant playing, but and then it ends with a old Norwegian folk song, which is kind of odd, but still pretty cool. And I can't remember where I've heard it before, but that was cool listen. I've been listening to a lot of ECMs during this rain. It seems appropriate. And I got just a couple pickups from Lunchbox. And you got the first record from the X, from Holland, great punk band, Disturbing Domestic Peace. This is the Superior Viaduct reissue. This comes with a 7-inch of live stuff. This is from 1980. Real, obviously the first full length from the X, early stuff. Great band. Saw them in Spain in 2014. This comes with all kinds of cool stuff, as their records do. Here's that killer 7-inch. Really cool that they threw this in. cool kind of art booklet, some flyers and the like, and a cool, kind of a cool label there. DIY looking label. Happy to pick that up. Superior Viaduct does an amazing job trying to keep everything as it would have come originally, and they've taken on quite a few of the X releases, and I've gotten them all. I'm happy with all of them. So yeah, great stuff. The second album I dig a little bit better. They also put out, but yeah, this is cool. Definitely on an X kick. I watched their video the other day, the 25-year anniversary tour, where they threw 38 musicians all on a bus and toured France, including Ian MacKaye from Fugazi, who was in the Evens at the time, was on that bus with them for the whole trip. And it was filmed, I didn't know this when I bought it, filmed by Jim Cohen, who did, you know, Fugazi's Instrument video. He did the Elliott Smith video, and there's a like a short film too from Jim Cohen in that's remarkable, and the music is fantastic. And I went ahead and bought that. That's in the mail. But I also picked this up, and I think I kind of screwed up because this is OC's newest release, Panther Rotate. Of course, they put out like 5 records last year, and I'm just starting to get to where I can go ahead and pick these up. This is a bizarre record, not essential if you're an OC's fan as far as I'm concerned. This is some stuff they took from Protein Threat and did some weird electronics mixes on it. And I will say the last 2 tracks on this, Poem 2 especially, and then Gong Experiment, saved this record for me. Those are really cool. But it's just I don't know. I don't know if this was even necessary. This is like, yeah, we're in lockdown, we're bored, we're high, here we go. Let's do an electronic freaking project. I don't know. But this cover is amazing. So, and it's cheap, like $15 or something or whatever. So, yeah, I mean, and then they're nice records. I know a couple of the guys in the VC have had warp issues with this, but mine was fine. It was perfect. Maybe it's because of the second pressing or whatever. Not the 3D press, but it's a yellow, and it's perfect. So, and it sounds good. Especially for color vinyl, but not essential. I should have started with Protein Threat because I want the heavy stuff when it comes to OCs. Now there is good double drumming on this because that's what you get with OCs. But yeah, that's everything I picked up recently. Looking forward to this coming weekend. We'll be going on a dig with John and Digital Gramophone, so stay tuned for that. See what we can pull out of the racks here in Charlotte. Take care. Peace.